Episode 96 again starts out so well with the return of the Scotsman, his army, and his very prolific offspring as they begin an assault on Aku's fortress because, hey, if Jack's given up, somebody has to do it. It goes about as well as you'd expect, with Aku demolishing the army in no time while being happy as a distraction from the funk he's in. And the Scotsman gets his as well, but he goes out doing what he does best with an incredible iceberg of insults. Oh, but then he just comes back as a ghost and tells everyone to find Jack, so yeah, that added a lot, but it was at least more fun than what comes next, where Jack and Ashi ride a dragon off the island and Jack bids farewell. After Ashi has an argument with her mother in the moon, which I'm sorry, looks too funny to be taken seriously. Now, if the show had Ashi going off on her own journey, questioning everything she knows, trying to work it out herself whose side she wants to be on, that would at least be something, but no, she comes right back and demands Jack explain why Aku is so evil, which he does after a cutesy story about the sun and moon, you know, in the season made for adults. They then take a trip across the world, where he shows her the one lone tree and why it used to be a forest full of them, standing as an example of Aku's power, even though that more seems like a symbol of defiance to me. They go to Aku's city, where Jack steals some new clothes, and for some reason it's done in that old cel-drawn style, where, gee, I wonder if he's gonna grab the one not part of the background. Then he shows her that Aku welcomes evil criminals to his world, specifically to snuff out anything that's good and pure, and after a few more stops at dead stuff, Ashi is completely convinced that Aku is evil. Yes, the guy she's known for maybe a few days by this point has completely reversed the ideals she's literally been born and raised in, and eradicated any and all conditioning she's received. And really, she's seeing all this for the first time? She was never given a counter-argument for everything, like Aku has to destroy the world to shape it in his own image and wipe out anything that gets in the way of his perfect order? For someone who is literally conceived and spent at least 2 decades dedicated entirely to serving Aku and destroying Jack, she has less training and information than a background bounty hunter. Also, this is a me thing, but I don't like her voice. Tara Strong is an amazing voice actress, but her voice for Ashi sounds so try-hard and fake. Maybe she just wasn't given the time or direction, but every time she opens her mouth, it just sounds like some kid going, "Grrr, I'm a toughie, take me seriously." Someone trying to act than actually act, but I digress. On their journey, they just so happen to come across a destroyed town where all the children have been taken, and when they track them down, it turns out they've been implanted with chips that turn them into horrible slavering beasts, and oh my god! Okay, it's official, this season just can't do dramatic or scary, and these expressions Jack and Ashi make really don't help their case. But after another really cool visual of Ashi disappearing behind pipes and escaping capture by this red guy, she shuts down the chip and knocks out the kids, and since nobody in media knows how to take a pulse, Jack thinks they're dead and that he killed them, even though he clearly didn't. So he runs off with the shadowy warrior that he keeps hallucinating with Ashi right behind him. Oh god, this was bad. The worst episode we've seen up to this point. And I wish it was the worst of the entire series. Also, I'm surprised they didn't have this guy's plug located where you think they'd put it.